So I'm just going to give you some tips that you can use to better your understanding of how the gates of control work, respect, safety, anticipation, and some stuff you can use to trigger each. And again, you're triggering receptive states so that the woman feels good about giving you control. She can surrender, and that's primarily what's going to lead to a gratifying sexual experience with you. So the first thing you can do in terms of respect, big picture, just kind of figuring out who you want to be, the man you want to be, the rules that you have for your life, and really trying to, make the connection between those rules and how that affects what you do moment to moment with people. So for me, I have 3 rules for life: help, play, try. Okay, so when anyone I'm interacting with, I want to help them be the best them they can be. I like to play. I want to enjoy myself. So, if I'm bored, if I'm not enjoying an interaction or I'm not enjoying a social situation, I want to see if there's a way I can play and joke around and kind of amuse myself, and hopefully joke around, bring someone else into it and joke around with them. Try means taking new risks, having new experiences, getting outside of my comfort zone, kind of pushing my comfort zone. Because I think, when you're on your deathbed, that's really what the biggest regret you're going to have is the experiences you missed out on, the things you were scared to do, but you wanted to, that kind of stuff. So that really affects how I interact with people moment to moment. So, I have some exercises for guys to do, but essentially you want to think about the man you want to be, the experiences you want to have as that man. Think about the values that man needs to enact in order to have those experiences. And then what are the rules that dictate those values? So working backwards, you want to identify what your rules are. I call this EVR. And so that's sort of one mental exercise we can do. We can do another session where we'll do another session where I kind of work you through that. Approaching a woman, being proactive, just approaching in itself will trigger respect. As long as you're not trying to present a persona, acting fake. In other words, using the deception focality. That's what women are wired to spot. And so that will trigger respect. Not trying to impress her, communicating in a way that shows her that you're just expressing yourself to her, and if she likes it, cool, and if not, that's okay too. I'll get more into depth in the focalities, explaining the focalities at another time. Going direct, indicating sexual interest in a woman right away, I think triggers respect, but also triggers safety and anticipation. Anticipation for obvious reasons, but safety, I think a woman will feel that you don't have an ulterior motive. You're not trying to deceive her or manipulate her. She knows where you stand. She knows what you're interested in, and that's a good thing. For women, just kind of knowing what a guy wants and seeing that he's comfortable with his intention makes her comfortable with it. It's called congruence is a word that gets thrown around a lot, and that's essentially what that means is you want to do something and you feel good about it. You feel comfortable about it. So with sex, the more comfortable you can be about your sexual interest, the better, and the faster things will move, the more anticipation is triggered. And also, that indicates that you're good in bed. And I think when a guy tries to hide his sexual intent, what's actually happening is he's indicating that sex with him will be bad, or that she shouldn't do that. And so she'll just believe that, but she can women can tell if you have an ulterior motive. They can tell. And so don't make it ulterior. Make it your primary focus. And that, even having the confidence to say, I shouldn't say confidence, but the comfort and honesty to say, yeah, I want to fuck you, to a woman, saying, yeah, I would love to fuck you. We don't have to do it. Yeah, there's no pressure, but, I'm not saying that's a technique you should use or you should do it in every interaction, but when I've said that before, and when you can say that honestly, openly, you can talk about sex openly in a relaxed way, you're comfortable with it, that indicates that you don't have any shame about sex and that you know that you can kind of give her a good experience.